What's going on, everyone? MikeO back with a national preview video of sorts. Just want to throw a few thoughts out there real quick. At the time of this recording, the national officially opens to the public in about 15 hours or so. So, got to keep this brief because in those 15 hours, I need to get a few hours of sleep, finish my preparation, pack up, and hit the road and get down to Atlantic City. Looking forward to it, of course, every year. It's one of the highlights of the year. It truly is. It is something that so many of us look forward to every year. Some of us, look forward to every few years. In terms of Atlantic City, is it the perfect destination? Certainly not. But for the East Coast guys, it's something you look forward to. You like having that option to come and go as you please. You like to have that option of having a vehicle so that way you're less limited in what you can purchase. That's the problem when you have to travel far, even flying somewhere like Chicago. You can't really do bulk buys. You can't maybe buy as much wax or big bulk lots. Like, that is all kind of out of play. And not that I necessarily will do any of that, but to have that option is really cool. And Atlantic City last took place 6 years ago. It was supposed to be in Atlantic City in 2020. Of course, we know what happened. It was postponed and then eventually and inevitably delayed several years, canceled for 2020. But it is back. A lot of people are going to go. A lot of people are excited about it. You hear a lot of people talk about, well, Atlantic City, it's not great. I'd rather Chicago. I'd rather somewhere else. And that, that's true. A lot of people can't make it, but there's a lot of people who are thrilled to be going and super excited. Ray from Philly, I know, is fired up. He's been pumping messages into some of the group chats nonstop because Ray has been aiming for AC for 6 years again. I mean, he was fired up for 2020, had it taken away from him, and now he finally gets a chance to go. So, Ray, I will see you very soon. And to everyone out there, everyone who's going, look forward to meeting you either for the first time in a year or the first time ever. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be a lot of fun. The show is great, and I look forward to the show. And, the show is what brings us together, the cards at the show. And it's just packed. It's so big. It takes days to really go through and see as much as you can. See everything, forget it. You never can do that. But to see a lot. And I love it, just walking around, looking at stuff in amazement, looking at cards that, you don't even consider buying. You're just looking at them and enjoying them. It's the museum quality aspect of it. And it's not just really expensive stuff and not just the rare stuff, but it also gives you ideas of some stuff that you would like to collect or things that other people might want to collect. So you can kind of reach out to others and be like, yo, I saw this, you might be interested. But the show is just big. It's great. It is just fun to walk around and look at stuff. And to me, I could go to the show for like 10 days straight, honestly, and I would not get tired of it. And I know not everyone's the same, but I also like a little bit of everything. I love seeing the pre-war, the vintage. I love seeing the ultra-modern stuff. I like seeing people excited breaking stuff and all of that. But the show's going to be huge. It's 5 days. I'm looking forward to just checking it out, seeing what's around. Specifically for me, when I go to the National, I try not to have like some defined list of like, these are the 5 cards I have to get. But I have ideas, and there's some cards still on my list in my mind that I've been looking for the last few Nationals, and maybe this will be the year. Main focus for me at Nationals is checking out some of the pre-war stuff, the oddball Phillies items, the things that you don't see on eBay almost ever, and if you do, it's very rare, and the types of items that may only appear in an auction house once every 2, 3, 5 years. That's the type of items that I kind of keep an eye out, and I look for lower graded stuff as cheap as possible, and you can get some good deals on it, and sometimes you can't, and that's why you continue to look for them. You either don't find them or it doesn't fit into the budget. But that's what I look for, and I think the show being in the Northeast is a decisive advantage for that. There's obviously a lot more history at least for the really old stuff in this area. Not that it hasn't spread out over the course of years across the country, of course, but I think there's just a lot of dealers in the Northeast that only do the Atlantic City show. So I'm really interested. Being around the Philadelphia market, New York, Philadelphia market, kind of split there in AC, that might bring some additional Phillies items. So I'm looking for some cool stuff. Definitely looking for a few of the old original Allen and Ginter cards, Phillies wise. So be keeping an eye on that. Cards from some other sets, but you always see surprises and things you don't expect. And I look for the modern and the ultra modern as well. I've been having fun with refractors, just picking up Phillies refractors, and I like picking up the Hall of Famers and stars as well. But a lot of the Phillies are fairly affordable, so I'll roll through some dollar boxes if I see some 90s boxes. And I'll check out the showcases. So those are all things that'll catch my eye. Of course, always collecting Bryce Harper as well. So we'll see. I mean, I'm always intrigued by vintage and pre-war just in general as well. Vintage Hall of Famers, love collecting them. So if I see any good deals, perhaps, the dream card would be to find a way to pick up a really nice SGC 1 or PSA 1 or even CSG Hank Aaron rookie. That would be incredible, but do not anticipate that happening. But again, you never know. In general, though, the show, of course, is huge, but it goes beyond the show, and there's so much more than the show. There are the cards we look for, the cards we look for others, and the events within, and the sponsors, and all the different things to see. Besides just checking out the dealer stuff, I look forward to going by Topps and Fanatics and Panini and see what's happening at SGC, CSG, PSA. I actually have a CSG order I'll be dropping off, and I'll be checking out SGC, no doubt. Would like to have dropped off an order to them, but honestly, when I get back, I can ship one their way and then get it back pretty quickly. So, sure, I could, save a few bucks from not having to ship it down to them, but you only have so much time. Anyway, there's so much more beyond that, the Breakers Pavilion and everything else. And the events that take place beyond the show as well. Baseball Collector and others, of course, hosting one YouTube get-together on Thursday night. Must go. And you don't have to go for 4 hours. You can, and you can stay beyond that as well, but I encourage anyone who's involved in any way, whether you just watch, comment, make videos, stop by, swing by, stay for a half hour, an hour or two. Just make more acquaintances, make more friends, get to know people a little better. That's always a fun event, always a big turnout. Friday night, another get-together, Silver Jackify and Filmington. So you can check out their channels for details. I forget the name of the place. I believe it's a rooftop bar, but that's going to be another great event, and you'll have a lot of the same people pop in there, and then you'll have a mix of others as well, and those are going to be great events. Of course, Trade Night Thursday night, the big one for Card Collector 2. I certainly plan on going that for a little while, and we'll see. I'm not usually a big trader. I'd like to set up with some kind of cheaper slabs and just blow some stuff out maybe, but we'll see. I would even trade stuff. Who knows? Maybe just make trades for the sake of making trades. But just generally my what I'm looking for at the National is not really the stuff that you usually see at the trade nights. But again, you never know, and you can't really do well if you don't try, right? So that's another big event. There's Topps Q&A. There's a PSA cocktail hour that I know I'm going to. I think that one is Friday night. Or is it Saturday? I forget. Got to get things straightened out, of course. There's so much. But of course, once again, the biggest reason to go is the people. And that's what I most look forward to. Staying in a house with a few guys, so it's going to be awesome to hang out with them. Of course, you're going to be running into people nonstop at the show, saying hello, chatting for a little bit, walking the show with them, conversing, getting ideas, getting information, getting their thoughts. Hey, what do you think about this? Have you seen anything else? All that's fun, and just hanging out. And of course, hanging out with all these guys at the different events, and just going out, getting something to eat with some of the fellow members of the community. Those are the lasting memories that you take away from the National, and it's It's going to be a really fun event, a really fun weekend. It's going to be busy. It's tiring. It's exhausting. They're very long days for sure. And I always find myself, and I know others do as well, with long days right before the National. So it will wear you out to a degree, but it's fun. And that energy you have just enjoying it is incredible. So I am really looking forward to it. And I figure, you know what, some mail came in today, so I'll just show it off really quick. Here's a cool Allen & Ginter cabinet card. So this is from 2011 Allen & Ginter, and it features baseball highlights. And the main highlight is the postseason no from Roy Halladay. So pick that up on eBay for like $3 and a lot. So that was an awesome pickup. Like I said, been enjoying refractors. Bobby Abreu, excellent career, really good player, great shine. This is 98 Bowman, I believe. And got that one for a couple dollars. But I like the new stuff too. Sapphire. Now this card looks way better in person. Camera's not doing it great justice. There's some more shine there. But the cracked ice, the Sapphire, the Bowman Sapphire, Bryce Harper. And this Chrome Platinum Anniversary set. Really cool stuff for the team and player collectors. Got a Zach Wheeler, red black. That's numbered 2 of 5. Green yellow Bryce Harper, numbered 61 of 99. And a Sweet Richie Ashburn rose gold wave, numbered to 50. So there's some pickups, and hopefully be picking up some more stuff at the National. But the main thing I look to pick up at the National, I'd like to pick up some cards. That is cool, for sure. I plan on selling a few things at the National. That way I can pick up some stuff at the National. So I'm going to do that. But the main thing I like to pick up, the memories. Hanging out with people, spending time with people before the show, during the show, after the show, building those friendships, bonds, making new acquaintances, and the memories that you look back. Making a few videos so that way you can go back in the future and watch them and enjoy them. And it's awesome. I like going back, watching some of the ones from 2016, 17, 18, 19, 21. Not just mine, but others in the community. Because it really is a great weekend. People often ask, is it worth going to National? If you can go, it's worth going to the National. Of course, you can't necessarily go every year. Things come up in life. Expenses come up. This is a weird year with inflation and the cost of travel, and Atlantic City's not the easiest place to get to. And I get it. So do I think you have to go to the National to be a real collector or some of that crap you see out there? Of course not. But if you can go, you should definitely go, because is it worth going? If you can make it work, it is, because it is that fun. You can make it so many things. It can be a vacation, a getaway, a card show, a really large card show. You can learn a lot. You'll enjoy yourself. You can pick up some cool cards for your collection. Of course, you can pick up some up on eBay. You can pick some up on COMC. You can pick some up on a Facebook group or whatever. But you have that memory of where you got them and what you got. Certainly certain cards, maybe someone helps you get it, and those are just locked in forever, and that just enhances collecting. Collecting cards is fun. Collecting cards with a supporting cast is what really makes it absolutely incredible. Looking forward to AC, a few short hours away. Can't wait to see everyone. If you're going, comment below, let me know. Make sure we hang out, meet up for at least a few minutes at the very least. There'll be so many people. It does get hard at times to spend as much time as you'd like, but of course you can spend some for sure. The National's going to be fun. I'll make sure I get a few videos up. Appreciate you guys watching, and aim for AC in the next few hours. And if not, hey, Chicago 2023 and wherever we are in 2024 and beyond. Thank you. Have a great one.